My name is Dr. Fred Sutton, and in this video I will be talking about the financial statement. This is not an inclusive description of the financial statements because I'm omitting the statement of cash flows, which I will discuss in a future video that you may review. But here I'm going to talk a little bit about how these all flow together. So as you look at, we started off in some of the other videos, if you've seen them, we started with the income statements. And so that may be revenues of the $1,000 that you saw, and then expenses, let's call it $600, excuse me. And so that gives me a total income of $400. Obviously there's more depth and breadth to this income statement than I'm just showing you here, but I'm using that as just kind of information to show and review so that we can walk through how the statements work together. So what happens is, the first thing you do is, this is number one. We do that one, then we do number two here, and then number three. So what happens is, this one here, we'll do the income statement first, figure out that information. That feeds into our net income here in our retained earnings. And maybe we have retained earnings of $500. We had net income of $400. We paid a dividend of $100. And so my increase in retained earnings is the $400 minus the $300, or the $100 there, which gives me $300. And then that means my beginning plus my increase equals my ending retained earnings. So I have 800. So I have 500 plus 300 equals 800. So as you can see here, my income statement feeds into my retained earnings statement, which gives me a breakdown of how my retained earnings has changed over the time here in this period. So then my $800 ending retained earnings here then feeds into my owner's equity in my balance sheet. And so that they all feed and work together here. So we first start again with the income statement, move into the retained earnings, and then into the balance sheet. And then this provides my information for my retained earnings and my balance sheet, and everything should balance here from the assets that we brought in, from maybe it's accounts receivable, cash, those type of things, and then our liabilities. All of that should equal, and my balance sheet should still balance. And so that's how you figure out, moving from the income statement, the retained earnings, to the balance sheet, and how they all work together. These are a brief description of your financial statements in this video. My name is Dr. Fred Sutton, and thank you for listening.